Hey guys, it's Ria, and this is my first full-length video. This is going to be a series about my journey through high school and hopefully college and anything beyond that. I'm a freshman in high school, so I just started 9th grade. The new year has just begun. We're almost done with quarter one, and I just want to highlight and take you on a journey with me as I go through my high school experience, trying to get into the colleges I want to get into, the activities that I'm doing, basically any other things, activities, anything that I'm doing in my life to get where I want to be, including this channel. So I'm not gonna lie, this is my first time filming like this, so it's gonna be a little bit awkward, but we're gonna get through it as a team, because that's how this works. It's give and take. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is currently just the state I'm in right now and what my goal is, because I feel like a big part for me is that I don't really have someone to look up to, like in terms that of someone who has been through this American school system and like has achieved the things I want to achieve in the way that I want to achieve them. And obviously that means I'm trying to find my own path, but I really hope that this journey can be used for a lot of future kids and people like me who would just like to get to a certain place in their lives, and this can be like a blueprint for them, and see what works, see what doesn't, learn from my mistakes, because I'm posting them online, so they're all for you. So I'm gonna start off with listing my top 3 colleges. Number 1, I would like to attend Harvard for pre-med. It's a big goal, and I am not afraid of hard work, but I do believe it's possible. I just think we're gonna take some punches to get there. My second option would be University of Maryland, UMD, and Johns Hopkins, if I can get in, if they'll take me for pre-med. If you want to let me in, that's always an option. So those are my top 3. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so the extracurriculars I do, I've played a ton of sports in my life, but I'll be very transparent with you. I'm going through all of this as a person who is naturally just bad at sports and physical competitiveness in general. Like, I am not getting a scholarship to any D1 sports in any schools by any means. Like, that's not happening. So just know that if you're more of a visual arts kind of person, I am you and you are me. We're twin. So my main extracurricular is piano, and I've played for almost a decade now. I am reaching a decade, I think. I'm a student teacher now, so I teach and I also learn, which means I'm kind of doing both, so that's something I do. I love any kind of drawing and art. My channel displays that, I think, that I do love most medias of art I work very well with. And I love reading and writing. Both are very near and dear to me. I love to Bollywood dance. I do very extracurricularly Bollywood dance, not for competitions, but just I take classes and I perform at some events that happen in my area and like just within my community. Recently in high school, I did do field hockey, junior varsity, JV. Junior varsity? I think that's what it stands for. JV. And it was really fun. I hope to do it again sophomore year. I don't know if I'll be able to do varsity. It's pretty hardcore. And again, I'm not a sports person, but I did have a lot of fun. I think it was the first sport where I enjoyed competing and being in the game. Like, it wasn't something I was doing for my parents or, just because I felt like I was being pressured. I really did enjoy field hockey. So that was fun. I am in the IB program, which is the International Baccalaureate program. It's a very lengthy topic, so I might make a whole video on that program for any rising 8th graders who are interested in it and like what it's like, because I know I definitely needed some help understanding that even after I accepted, I didn't really know what I was getting into, which definitely wasn't a good idea, but here we are. The current classes I'm taking is Art Studio 1. I am taking Spanish 3 honors. I am taking volleyball for my PE credit. I am taking honors English. Sorry, we had a little bit of an interruption. What was I saying? Right. I am taking English, honors English 9, magnet. That is a specialized IB course for freshmen, so that is something that I am taking. I am taking AP Government, and I will take the AP test this spring. We'll see how that goes. That'll be updated. I am taking Magnet Biology. That is also a specialized IB course, and I'm taking AAF, which is basically Algebra 2, but again, it's IB, so it's like pushed up a little bit, but it is Algebra 2, just a little bit advanced. So those are the 7 courses I'm taking for my freshman year. My sophomore year, it's a work in progress, but we're getting there, and hopefully I will be able to take the classes I want to, and I will figure out what the classes are that I want to take, because that has still not happened yet. But it will happen, because I believe in myself. Now for the main part which inspired this video. So my dad works in a job where he is in very close contact with people in the scientific field. And obviously that means that many of his colleagues and people like that are, some of them are doctors, some of them are surgeons, some of them are just people, scientists in general, those kinds of people, and some of them are not. And he works in that mixed environment. He happened to know someone who is very deep in the field that I would like to pursue, and I'm very lucky for knowing what I would like to pursue with my life, and that is neuroscience. That is something I am super interested in about, and I think it's a field that I actually don't know much about, but it still intrigues me, which I think I find it very special, so I'm definitely very into that, and he knows this person, and I was able to get in touch with them, and they are the most helpful person I have ever met. I mean, they guided me so well the first time I met them, which it's only been once so far, but as of now, they're acting as kind of like my mentor for what I would like to do with my life, and they are just really I feel that without their help, I don't think the dreams that I have for myself could be accomplished, because I think everybody needs someone, and just having that person is just so helpful. I have been able to map out every specific thing I need to do, by the week. It's just so helpful. And one of the main ways that this person has helped me is by introducing me to this new AI software, and obviously this is not sponsored, but it's called Notion. And let me tell you, if there is one thing I would recommend for any high schooler, even middle schooler, honestly, who's ambitious and they know that they want something in life and they're driven and they're hardworking, is Notion. Notion AI is it's so helpful in so many different ways that I can't even begin to name. But if I had to list a few, I would say it helps you get on the right track. If you want to start something, any project, anything. For example, you want your passion project for college. All you have to ask, draw up an 8-week plan on how I can figure out and brainstorm and execute these ideas relating to community service. It's that easy, and it'll draw an outline, very specific sources you can use, places you can look, websites, books, different people you could refer to. It's just so helpful in so many ways, and I will share my Notion. I will share screenshots at some point, and the Notion that my mentor has set up for me, and they were so helpful. I mean, it looked AI generated. That's how good it was. It was super detailed, and I think it's just something that I believe that everybody deserves to have that chance, because especially in this new generation, it's getting harder and harder to get into colleges, and just school in general has just become so convoluted with ChatGPT and people like faking their essays and what they're writing. I feel like there's a right and wrong way to use AI, and Notion just utilizes it in the most rightest way possible. And I just think that's something that everybody should deserve to witness and use, at least try for themselves before they get pulled into this other world of plagiarism and whatnot. So that is something that I would like to talk about in the future. Now, this is obviously kind of going to be more of a vlog series because I'm not really holding anything back. I'm just trying to document my experience through high school. And honestly, if nobody ends up watching it, that's okay with me because this is just, if anybody wants to point fingers at me and tell me you should be doing this because they've experienced this, please, by all means, give me all the bit of knowledge you have, because I'm posting this on the internet expecting for me to get some critiques and some comments that are may come off as negative, but I believe that there is value behind everybody's words, and I think that if you can really take constructive criticism, I feel like this is a very beneficial process. And plus, vlogging is fun. Why not, right? So this video is just an intro. I'm not going to go too deep into exactly what I'm doing yet because that's a lot of information and I don't want this video to be too long. I wanted to keep it very short. But the next video I upload, and I'm going to try to upload weekly, so that way I can update you on the things I've done that week and very specifically what I was working on, what I looked at, what projects I'm thinking of pursuing, ideas I have, and more. So that'll be next week's video, and I'll get more into how specifically I'm using Notion and what my Notion is showing, and the very specific details of, I want to do neuroscience. How am I planning on getting into medical school? How am I planning on getting accepted into my dream colleges, and more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short little clip to what will hopefully be a very epic 4-year and maybe more journey of me existing and trying to make it somewhere. And have a good day. Bye.